Hi students, in this video we are going to see the pons. What are the structures are there in the pons. So when you see the pons, nicely you could see the pons section. In the middle of the pons you have nice groove. That is called as basilar groove, that is for the basilar artery. And you have, what is the organ present here? That is your cerebellum. So what is the peduncle connect these two? That is your, which cerebellar peduncle? Middle cerebellar peduncle, because already I finished the inferior cerebellar peduncle which connects the medulla oblongata to the cerebellum. This is the peduncle which connects the pons to the cerebellum, that is called middle cerebellar peduncle. Okay, then what is the superior cerebellar peduncle which connects the midbrain to the cerebellum, that is called the superior cerebellar peduncle. Understood? Three cerebellar peduncles are here, and this is the groove called basilar groove, this is the peduncle. And now we have to take the cut section of the pons, and if you turn the posterior aspect of the pons, in the posterior aspect of the pons you have the part of the ventricle, fourth ventricle will be here. Here you will be having the midline sulcus, that is your median sulcus. This is called sulcus limitans. In the sulcus limitans, here you have a big full eminence, that is called big bulge, that is called median eminence. That is called median eminence. Among the median eminence, only in the particular area you will be having a thick bulge, that is called as facial colliculus. So facial colliculus, understood? This is called facial colliculus. This facial colliculus are formed by, that we will be studying in the cut section. Facial colliculus is formed by facial nerve fibers, and here is the superior fovea. Superior fovea you have something called as, there is a space called locus ceruleus. Locus ceruleus. This locus ceruleus has substantia ferruginea. This contains noradrenaline secreting substance is present here, substantia ferruginea, that is bluish gray in color. These are the things you have to write for the external features, but internal features only usually will be asked in the exam. This junction is called pontomedullary junction. What are the cranial nerves will be coming out through the pontomedullary junction are 6, 7 and 8. So 8 is very important because it lies in between the cerebellopontine angle. So the MCQ is, what is the nerve lying in the cerebellopontine angle is 8th nerve, vestibulocochlear nerve. What are the nerves emerging out through the pontomedullary junction are 6th, 7th and 8th. Okay, these three. Understood? This is about the pontomedullary junction and the cerebellopontine angle. Now I am going to draw the section. So how to draw the section of the pons? When you draw the section of the pons, you have to draw the tegmental basilar part of this is called basilar part of the pons. The upper part is called as tegmental part of the pons. This part is called as tegmental part of the pons. This is called basilar part of the pons. So here you have to draw two cut sections. One is called lower pons, another one is called upper pons. This is called upper pons, this is called lower pons. So lower pons, this is the peduncles I have drawn here, and this is the lower pons and this is the upper pons. You tell me the four cranial nerves emerging out through the pons are nucleus present in the pons are 5, 6, 7, 8. Among the four, which one is in the upper pons? Obviously the fifth will go to the upper pons, 6, 7, 8 are going to the lower pons. So now I have to draw the nucleus, and what is it present in the basilar part of the pons is, from the cerebral cortex, the fibers are coming from the cerebral cortex to the pons. Here we have nice good big nucleus are there called pontine nucleus. So the fibers which are coming from the cerebrum, few fibers are coming to the cortico to the pons to the cerebellum, spinal cord. This is called corticospinal fibers. But few fibers from the cortex, they are contacting this nucleus, corticopontine nucleus, and these fibers go transversely and they go to the cerebellum. Understood? So these fibers are called corticopontocerebellar fibers. Corticopontocerebellar fibers. How come? from the cerebral cortex to the spinal cord only the fibers are supposed to go. That is called as corticospinal fibers. This corticospinal fibers, sometimes whenever they enter into the pons, they meet this pontine nuclei and they go to the cerebellum, and these fibers are called transverse fibers, and it is called as corticopontocerebellar fibers. Corticopontocerebellar fibers. This is the only thing happening in the basilar part of the pons. So what are the things are happening in the tegmental part of the pons? Here I am supposed to draw the cranial nerve nucleus. Shall we? So I will draw first is the sixth nerve nucleus nicely here, and then I have to draw the seventh nerve. Initially the seventh nerve is ventrolaterally placed, and then who is present here? The spinal nucleus of trigeminal is present here. Spinal nucleus of trigeminal, always you should draw the spinal nucleus of trigeminal. This spinal nucleus of trigeminal is a sensory nucleus. Ours is the motor nucleus. So what happens, this motor nucleus is attracted towards the sensory nucleus. Initially our motor nucleus is here. I will give separate color. This is the seventh nerve nucleus. Initially it was here. Slowly what happens, it is getting attracted towards this spinal nucleus. This is sensory, right? This motor is attracted towards the sensory and it settled down here, and the fibers are going from here and comes out like this. Understood? So my nucleus is now ventromedially placed. Now initially it was dorsolateral, then it comes and settle down here, and the fibers are winding fibers are winding around and they go out like this or not like this. So fibers, initially it was placed outside. Now slowly it is getting attracted towards sensory nucleus of trigeminal, and then it comes out and settle down here. So what happens, and the fibers are from here, they are going out like this. So they form a bulge in this side and they form a curve. This is called internal genu. Genu means curve. Internal genu of facial nerve, right? So this is abducens nucleus. So facial nerve fibers winding around the abducens nerve nucleus. This is called as facial colliculus. This is the bulge called facial colliculus. This is how the facial colliculus is being formed. And what is the nerve coming out through this? This is your sixth nerve, abducens nerve is coming out. Ready? So this is abducens nerve, this is facial nerve. So you have something in the middle, that is lemnisci. We will draw the lemnisci as medial lemnisci, spinal lemnisci, MS Tony T. Trigeminal lemnisci is getting formed because from the above trigeminal fibers they decussate and forms this. So we will draw this two only now. Okay, so this is your medial lemnisci, you have the spinal lemnisci, two are here. Now what happens, sixth nerve I have drawn nucleus, seventh nerve also I have drawn. Who is missing now? Eighth nerve. So eighth nerve nucleus I am supposed to draw here. So eighth nerve nucleus I will draw here, that cochlear nucleus and the vestibular nucleus, of course. Cochlear nucleus and the vestibular nucleus. Okay, now what happens, the cochlear nucleus, they come and they decussate in the middle. Okay, and they form the lateral lemnisci. They are going to form the lateral lemnisci. So lateral lemnisci is formed. Okay, lateral lemnisci is formed. Okay, they decussate here, and the decussating area, you have a body called trapezoid body. What is this body? Trapezoid body. What is this trapezoid body? Superior olivary nucleus. There is something called a superior olivary nucleus. They form the trapezoid body. In the trapezoid body only, we have both cochlear nucleus, they decussate here. Understood? So your lateral lemnisci is being formed here. After decussation, you should not call it as cochlear nerve fibers, it should call it as lateral lemnisci. So the three lemnisci we have formed here. Then we'll go up to the upper level. So we have drawn the sixth nerve, seventh nerve, sixth nerve, seventh nerve nucleus, eighth nerve nucleus we have drawn. We have drawn the decussation also, everything over. I will carry this to the upper part of the pons. The basilar part of the pons is same on both the sides. Here I am supposed to draw the pontine nucleus and the transverse fibers. The fibers coming from above is corticoponto. The transverse fibers are called corticopontocerebellar. Same thing as here. Okay, then only the upper part I am going to change. What is the change we expect in the upper part? Instead of drawing the 6th, 7th, 8th nucleus, here I am supposed to draw the which nerve nucleus? Fifth nerve. Fifth nerve you have to draw the motor nucleus, you have to draw the sensory nucleus. both the nucleus, and in between you should draw one mesencephalic fiber. It is not the nucleus. So where is the nucleus? The nucleus is not placed here, it is placed somewhere above, and the spinal nucleus of trigeminal. So everything I have drawn here. So the mesencephalic nucleus I missed here. So it is, the nucleus is placed in the midbrain. So only three: motor, sensory, spinal nucleus. All of them they decussate here and they form the trigeminal lemnisci. They form the trigeminal lemnisci. That's all about this area, upper part of the pons. We have seen the trigeminal lemnisci. Now I will place all the lemnisci here. So medial lemnisci, lateral lemnisci, MS, spinal lemnisci, lateral lemnisci, and the trigeminal lemnisci. All the lemnisci is being formed in the upper part of the pons. So lower part of the pons is here. Now the syndrome we are going to see is Millard-Gubler syndrome. What is the syndrome? Millard-Gubler syndrome. Millard-Gubler syndrome. Millard-Gubler syndrome is the involvement of this part of the pons is injured. Okay, so what are the nerves will be injured? Seventh nerve will be out, sixth nerve will be out, along with that corticospinal fibers will be out. So everything will be out. So corticospinal fibers means you will be getting the paralysis, and seventh nerve means the nerve is crossed, already crossed, and now it is straight. So ipsilateral, same side lower motor neuron type of facial paralysis, and the sixth nerve same side sixth nerve paralysis, and the lemnisci involved, medial lemnisci, spinal lemnisci, everything will be involved. So this is about the Millard-Gubler syndrome. Sixth nerve and seventh nerve, sixth nerve and seventh nerve. MCQ, Millard-Gubler syndrome. This is about the pons. So lower pons and the upper pons. The lower pons at the facial colliculus level is frequently asked. So how to draw the picture you should know. First you should draw the basilar part of the pons, and in the upper part of the pons this bulge is called facial colliculus. The facial colliculus, how it is formed, it's a very important one. The facial nerve fibers, not the nucleus. Facial nerve fibers winding around the abducens nerve nucleus because of the phenomenon called neurobiotaxis. Taxis means movement. Movement of the facial nerve nucleus. Initially it is dorsolateral, then slowly it is coming and attracted towards the spinal nucleus and placed ventromedially. So this is very important. It is called as neurobiotaxis. So this is how the facial nerve fibers are coming out, and this is abducens nerve straight, it is coming out. This is spinal nucleus. Place everything and draw the picture of the facial colliculus level. If there is any doubt, please do ask me in the comment box. Thank you.